Hi everybody, welcome to my video. So this is just a quick walk around of my 2014 Mustang GT. So this car has 31,500 miles roughly, and I originally purchased it with 26,500 miles. So I've had a little bit of miles on it, not too many, and it was a one-owner vehicle before I picked it up. So of course now it is a two-owner vehicle. It is completely bone stock engine-wise, although it does have some minor mods that I've added since I've had it, although I haven't had it very long. I added these front side markers, I got new tires on the vehicle, I got these rear side markers along with the fronts like I just showed. This Roush axle back here, it has an MGW short shifter, X-Spec low profile, which I will show briefly, of course, and it also has a Billet Works race red shift knob. In addition to that, it has LED lights all around, meaning that the dome lights in the cabin, the trunk light, and the license plate are all LED. And then it also has a UPR single valve oil catch can, which I will show in just a moment after I show this beautiful race red Billet Works shift knob, which is right here, which of course, like I said earlier, is mated to the MGW X-Spec low profile. So it is a very nice throw. It's a 6-speed pattern with the reverse, obviously, for the MT82, and it does not take a lot of effort to shift this. A lot of people act like the notchiness of a short shifter is unbearable, but I disagree. I honestly would argue that this is easier to shift than the OEM shift linkage. However, I have also paired my shift linkage with a BG fluids kit from OP Mustang, which drastically improved the shift feel by eliminating that notchiness and helping the smoothness between gears. So with those lights on, you can see those rear side markers. You can also see the front side markers here, which I have LED matched to those two bars, which I think looks really nice. So if you give me one moment. All right, so this is the UPR single valve plug and play oil catch can. Comes with Continental hoses, billet ends, and OEM connectors. And this is also an unscrewable catch can with a drain line option, which I did not go with because I don't have any problem unscrewing that. And as you can see, there is no other modifications to this engine bay besides a new battery, which has been included. So this car is in great condition. It essentially is completely stock, and in my opinion, brand freaking new. So I'm very stoked about that. And I'm just gonna give you a little stance check so you can see how the car sits in stock trim with 19-inch wheels, 245/45 tires, and no lowering springs or shocks or anything, just completely stock. It also does not have tint, so that is why it's very fishbowl there that you can notice. But I will say the car does have an F8 appearance package, which was an option to give you some little upgrades, meaning these are 19-inch wheels instead of the 17 or 18-inch wheels that you could get. It has gloss black mirrors right there. It also has the rear spoiler, which is gloss black, a little fin that I showed earlier. And I forgot to mention that this right here, is the OEM splitter. This is the OEM splitter, but I got it paint match gloss black to match those other components, and I think that looks really, really nice. So, besides those mods on the car, it also has the OEM 373 gearing along with the OEM limited slip differential. So by getting up close, and you can see that, let me find it, just give me one moment here. There it is. If you look, without me showing everybody everything, in the middle there it says axle BB. That is the axle code for your vehicle, which will tell you what gearing is in the back of it. So that axle code shows that the car has 373 gears, which is really, really fun. So moving forward, I think the plan with this car is going to go just a basic naturally aspirated FPO setup, if you want to call it that, which I guess is not technically a true bolt-on, but FPO nowadays is just whatever you feel like calling it. So the plan is to go with a set of long tube headers that will go under here, a 2018 ported manifold, and a PMAS cold air intake, and get rid of this disgusting sound tube that runs into the back of the firewall there. Well, I guess that would be the front of the firewall, but I digress. So that will bring the car to hopefully around 420 to 440 wheel horsepower, depending on, you know, the condition of the motor, the tune and everything, and how all that goes. And then I'll be looking to do a set of Apex wheels, specifically the VS5 low formed edition, and I will also want to do some tint on the car. Then I will just let it ride until I can get some suspension components like the Maximum Motorsports relocation brackets, the Bilstein shock struts, the H&R Sport springs, which are a 1-inch front and 1.6 back, not the Super Sports, which are a 1.7 front, 2.4 back, which is a little too much for me. But that is the plan of the car. So I just wanted to give a nice walk around explaining what I'm doing and what's already on it, because I actually ordered one of the parts I just mentioned, and I'm excited to give you guys a video on how to install that and also my reaction to getting that on the car. So now I'm just going to give you guys a quick shots of some close-ups, and hopefully you will enjoy, or at least fall in love with this car as much as I did, because I just cannot get enough of looking, driving, and taking care of this thing. All right, everybody, so that's going to be it for today's video. I will make an updated video of the new part that I ordered once it gets here, and eventually I will also make an install video of installing that on the car, which will also be a tutorial, and then of course my reaction as to that part that I'm getting. So it should be here within 1 to 2 weeks, and I'll have that video up once it gets here, and then of course I will make an updated video when that actually goes on the car.